I don't know if this guy's a Christian. I don't know what he believes, but I'm going to at least ask him if he thinks he's going to go to heaven when he dies. And so I asked him that, and I thought, in the closet is kind of good, because if he gets mad at me, I can dart out the door real quick. I was so nervous. So I'm like, Steve, do you know if you're going to go to heaven when you die? Well, so he's laying, his carpet tools, getting it packed down in the corner, and he turns around and looks at me and he says, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to go to heaven. I'm like, well, why? He's like, well, I don't believe that I'm going to be able to do that. And I thought, wait a minute. Who doesn't believe in going to heaven when they die? What religion is that? Jehovah's Witnesses. Steve, are you a Jehovah's Witness? And he says, yeah, I am. I wondered. I was reading about Jehovah's Witnesses the other night, and then we got talking. I said, Steve, what is the one thing that you think, one belief that you have that is different than what I as a Christian would believe or taught? And he says, oh, that is definitely the Trinity. So what happened is he mentioned the Trinity, and I'm like, well, why don't you believe in the Trinity? He's like, well, you know what? It would take us too long to explain this right now, but I'll tell you what. I and my wife can come over with you and your dad, and we'll do a Bible study. And I've got a brochure. Should you believe in the Trinity? We'll go through that together. So I'm like, okay, all right, we'll do that. So we set up an appointment to go through their brochure, Should You Believe in the Trinity? Well, that was the 1989 edition of Should You Believe in the Trinity? And when I got that, I couldn't believe what I found. I read that, and I learned things I never heard before. That the Trinity doctrine was from paganism, that this idea that Jesus is the Son of God and therefore can't be God. Well, I thought Son of God meant he is God. So how could he, and then they would ask the question, well, if he's the Son of God, how can he be God at the same time? Are they all one person? I'm like, well, no. I don't know. I believe what I do. And then I was reading about the ante-Nicene church fathers, the ones before Nicaea, and they talked about the Creed of Nicaea. And supposedly, all those church fathers like Justin Martyr, Irenaeus, Tertullian, Clement of Alexandria, they all taught that Jesus is not God.